Ad revenue is 50 million. We have 40 million combined subscribers.
It's Unspeakable. He started YouTube as a kid, recording on a laptop that could barely run. Now, he's running one of the biggest YouTube brands on the platform. In this episode, he holds nothing back and breaks down his full strategy and numbers, including how he made a video that single-handedly made him $1 million. You're gonna wanna watch until the end to extract all the value for your channel. Welcome to the 1 of 10 podcast.
What is up, dude? Thanks for having me on. This is gonna be good.
Start with your most viewed video, because I'm curious, like how much do you make on like an insane video? So your most viewed video is 100 million views. How much do you make from that? Could we look at the analytics to understand how does one get to that? And then we'll understand your whole journey on how you ended up at that point to $50 million, which is crazy.
Yeah, so that video, so we have one video that has crossed 100 million views. We have a second video that's very close. The video that crossed 100 million views is overnight in a candy store. So most of our videos are for younger audiences. I would say we range anywhere from like 7 all the way to 14, maybe 15 years old. That video specifically, I can't share with you the revenue because we actually sold that video in a licensing deal. So we don't have access to the revenue. But I can show you any other videos.
Yes, please. Any big videos you got a lot of revenue we could see?
So for our channel, we focus a lot on watch time. A lot of creators obsess over views. We obsess over watch time. I don't really care so much. I mean, obviously views and watch time are kind of connected, but I'm obsessing over watch time more than I am views because watch time equates to revenue. It also equates to how strong your brand and audience is as a creator, because if people are spending more and more time with you, they're ultimately going to be a stronger viewer and maybe transform into a super fan, right? So I can show you this one video we have right here, which is pretty wild. So this video, this video is gonna blow your mind, okay? It's gonna blow your mind for multiple reasons. So the video is called $1 versus $1 million free store. 42 million views. You can see the retention here. It has 39% retention. And the video is 53 minutes long. So out of the 42 million people that watched this video, they stayed for an average of 39%. But here's what's even crazier. The watch time on this video is 15 million watch time hours, right? The video gained us 60,000 subscribers, so nothing crazy. But the revenue is substantial, almost $1 million in revenue from this one video, right? Now here's what's gonna blow your mind. That video was a reposted video. We call it a compilation or a movie. We basically took 5 videos because we have this big series on our channel where we open stores. We opened like a lemonade stand, we opened a gaming store, all these things. We took those 5 videos of us opening stores and combined it together to make a movie and then reposted it. So we technically did not even, I mean, yes, we filmed all the content inside the video, but all of those videos were separate videos and we just took them and combined them together to make another video.
So all that money you invested in each of these videos, you basically all repurposed into one, basically. And what did you do to put it all in one? Did you add an intro of yourself? Did you add some segments of transitions?
Just added a new intro. Sometimes we'll add like transitioning scenes. It depends on the compilation and like what it needs.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. $900,000 on just one video. That's crazy. That's almost $1 million out of the 50 million from one video. Okay, that's
the crazy. I was just gonna say the crazy thing is this video is still pulling a pretty insane amount of money. So in the last 28 days, it did $8,000. In the last 90 days, it did $30,000. So it's still making about $10,000 a month. And it was posted 930 days ago. So what is that, like 2 to 3 years ago? And it's still making $10,000 a month.
Is it mostly TV now, the viewership there?
So this viewership, yeah, so a lot of our viewership does actually come from TV. YouTube is massive on TV. I mean, the viewership on YouTube, I'm pretty sure passed up Netflix a couple months ago. So yeah, YouTube is primarily basically a TV streaming platform. So that's why a lot of these bigger, longer videos work well, because if you think about it, if you're a kid or if you're an adult, teenager, whatever it is, if you're sitting down and you're putting YouTube on TV, you're probably sitting down for 20, 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour, 2 hours, right? Most people, when they watch things on their phone, they're their attention span is so much shorter, right? That's why we have YouTube Shorts. That's why we have TikTok, because people just scroll. They end up doom scrolling, but they end up scrolling very quickly, and their attention span is just quicker. Whereas if you're sitting down on the couch and you're relaxing, you tend to just let the show play for itself, right? Just like a TV show or a movie. So that's kind of what we focus on with our YouTube channel. We're basically a TV show / movie production studio. That's kind of the way we see it.
Okay, I'd love to hear more about that. So you said you obsess on watch time. Can you say more about that? Like, how exactly are you thinking about the videos related to watch time?
Yeah, so for us, every YouTube creator is different, but for us, it's way easier to invest more time, resources, and money to make a longer video than it is to make a whole second video. Because that was our kind of dilemma for a while. We were like, should we post 2 videos a week and maybe the video is 10 to 15 minutes? Or should we post 1 video a week, but it's a really good video, a really good idea, but it's 25, 35, 40 minutes long, which is actually what we're doing now. Most of the videos that we put out on average are about 30 minutes, which is typically like a TV episode.
How do you think about the ideas for those long videos, right? Because if you're planning already in advance that you're going to do a 2.5-hour video, putting 5 videos in one, basically you're thinking not just one video, but you're thinking of buckets of full videos in advance. Is that what you're doing?
Pretty much. I mean, the way I look at it is, this is something we talk about in our blueprint program, is I look at it like the branches of a tree. So I have this is like a bad drawing here, but if you have if you have a tree, so at the bottom of your tree, you have your category of content, right? That never changes. So let's say you're a tech creator, right? If you're a tech creator, then you only do tech. You're not gonna start doing but then the middle of the tree, this is your niche, right? So maybe you're a tech creator, but your niche is phones. So you only make videos on phones. And then we have all the branches of the tree. And that's kind of where the ideas come from and the way they branch out. And then if we want to get more specific, you also have the leaves of your tree, which is when the seasons change, they're based on trends. And the leaves fall off the tree and they change and they evolve over time as the seasons change. So you got to catch the seasons and the trends at the right time. But the way we look at it is the big branches of our tree are the pillars. And we focus on things that our audience absolutely loves. So think about a kid, right? Most of our audience is younger kids. They love candy, they love trampolines, they love Legos, they love toys, they love scary stuff, horror, the haunted things, whatever it is. So that's kind of what our channel is centered around. If you look at all of our videos, it's all big, crazy stuff. It's I hunted tornadoes in real life. I filled my house with packing peanuts. I did this, I did that. So a lot of these ideas are very big, they're very creative, but to capitalize on these ideas, we need them to be TV episodes in a way. And now, of course, I didn't start YouTube this way. This is me evolving over 13 years, right? I didn't just start by producing basically mini TV shows every single week. It took a long time to get here. When I started YouTube, I just did Minecraft mod reviews. That's what I did. I was like, hey guys, it's Nathan. Here's a Minecraft mod of the week. I'm gonna show you what it does. And I just did it on my little computer, right? So we built up to this over time, and now we have a big team that helps us, support all of this stuff.
I want to know more about that, basically the journey, because you started 13 years ago, and you said it's primarily kids, your audience. But then how do you stay relevant for 13 years when the kids are growing up? So then you got to attract a new, let's say, batch of kids into your audience, and you're still killing it 13 years later. And before you answered that specifically, let's go back to the beginning, right? Why did you start YouTube?
I think the reason I started YouTube is just a lot of people, I saw YouTube as a very interesting platform. I thought, and nowadays this is what all social media is, but I was like, it is so cool that I can make a piece of content and share it with the world and people can see it from around the world. That was such a cool, and this was when I was 10 years old, right? Now, obviously, that's all of social media today, but I was so intrigued with YouTube specifically because there was so many unique and creative videos on YouTube. Like YouTube had all the gaming stuff, they had all the Call of Duty montages, like all of this cool stuff. Whereas like Facebook and all these other platforms didn't really have that stuff. Obviously TikTok didn't exist back then when I started, but yeah, so I was just very gravitated towards YouTube, and I started consuming YouTube content myself. I started watching gamers and people on the platform. I started watching PewDiePie and all these people, and I was just like, I should start a YouTube channel. Like, this would be cool, right? So one year I asked for a laptop for Christmas. I got a laptop. It was a little like Sony Vaio i3 processor laptop because I wanted to start recording myself playing gaming videos. First off, I think like we can talk about this a little later, but gaming is one of the best ways to start YouTube because all you need is a computer, a microphone, maybe a face cam, and you can make thousands of videos like just on your computer. Like it's incredible, right? But anyways, so I think I picked a very good category of content to start in, and I kind of just went from there. The crazy thing is the laptop that I got for Christmas, I was very fortunate to get this laptop, and it wasn't a crazy like gaming laptop. It was a very just simple work laptop. But the laptop was actually so bad that I could play the game of Minecraft, but I couldn't record it. The second I started recording, the game would just crash, and it was so laggy. So I had to actually downgrade to Windows XP to get a higher frame rate so I could record my videos. And that's how I started YouTube.
So that's the beginning. And you said you can do thousands of videos on gaming. That's the way to grow. So that's basically how you started. Is that how you got your first 100K subs?
That's how I got my first 10 million subs.
How long did it take from that zero moment to your first million subs?
It took about maybe five and a half years. So I started YouTube in middle school, and by the time I graduated high school, I had nearly 1 million subscribers, and I ended up moving out and purchasing a house. So it was really, really cool that I was just able to do that. I think I had really good timing, but I also worked insanely hard. Like, we're talking long, long nights. I sacrificed hundreds of weekends. My entire summers, I was not going to water parks. I was filming videos. Like, it was an insane amount of work. For reference, I can show you how many videos I uploaded per year. So I have the chart here. So this is year one. You're not gonna see my face, but so year one, we posted 143 videos. Year two, 201. Year three, 231. And I believe around this year is when I got my first video to 1 million views. It took me 574 uploads to get my first video to 1 million views. But the incredible thing about that video is the video that actually hit 1 million views, I made 23 variations of that video. But then if we keep going, so year four, 470 videos. And then check this out. This is when I graduated high school. And I hired an editing team. So I posted 869 videos in 1 year, and then 887 videos. And then I started dropping down because I started focusing more on quality and less on quantity. But I was posting 2 to 3 videos a day for nearly a year straight. And these are all long form videos. These are not shorts. These videos are, 15, 20, 30 minutes long.
You were doing 2-3 videos per day for how many years, you said?
Doing 2 to 3 videos a day, that was for about 2.5 years.
Wow. Okay, that's super interesting. And what years was that?
That was on year 5 and 6 of my YouTube journey. So that was probably around 2018 to 2019.
Okay, playing which game?
So it was at that time I had 3 channels. So I had 2 gaming channels. I had a Minecraft channel, then I had a gaming channel, and I also did Minecraft on the second gaming channel, but I did other games too, like Roblox and Fortnite and stuff. And then I opened a 3rd channel, which was my vlog channel, like my real life channel. And today, that's actually our biggest channel. So my 3rd channel is now our #1 channel. It has the most views, the most subscribers, our biggest production videos, and all that stuff.
Why did you decide to do multiple channels? Can you explain what was the journey of that?
So first off, I don't think anyone should start a 2nd channel unless they already have 1 channel that is very successful, or if they have a really, really solid purpose to start a 2nd channel. Because when you start a 2nd channel, your focus gets split 50-50. You go from putting 100% effort into 1 channel to then just diluting it and putting less effort into a channel, right? So I just want to say that because a lot of creators, they grow a channel to like 100K subs and then they're like, I need to start a second channel. I'm like, no, you don't. I didn't start my second channel till I had almost 4 million subscribers and I was making probably like 300K a month. And then I was like, I should start a second channel, right? And the main reason I started that second channel is because I had one channel that was focused on one game. I had thousands of videos just about one game, and it was Minecraft. That's it, nothing else. So then when I started my second channel, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start playing different games on this channel, right? Like this is the channel for different games, variety games, whatever it is. So I was playing games like Slither.io and like just a bunch like Among Us, a bunch of trendy games, Fortnite, whatever it is. And then when I started my third channel, my vlog channel, the reason I started that channel is because my main channel kind of I feel like I hit a ceiling of growth. Now, a lot of people, I do think, a lot of people say like, oh, did I oversaturate my niche or did I hit my ceiling of growth? A lot of people have not. Your market is way bigger than you think. Even if you post very specific videos, even if you're like, I just post videos about butterflies. Well, there's some insect YouTubers that get like 100 million views a month, right? Like there's some really big creators in that niche, right? So sometimes you just have to open your eyes and expand. But my point here is that the reason I launched the Real Life channel is because my entire brand and everything that I did was basically reliant on Minecraft. That's it. And there was a huge risk there because if the game of Minecraft dies, so does my brand. And on top of that, I was the second most viewed Minecraft gaming creator like on the entire platform. There was only one guy in front of me, and then eventually I got knocked down to like third place and fourth place. But I was getting around 220 million views every single month on Minecraft. And that's all long form content, no shorts. Shorts did not exist back then. So I kind of felt like I hit a ceiling. I was the second most viewed creator and my entire brand was built up on this trendy game. And if this game dies, I go down with it. So I thought to myself, I want to launch a real life channel with challenges and real life experiences. So then the channel will be more focused on me as a person rather than me playing a game, right? Smart. So that's kind of what I did. And then when I launched the Real Life channel, I made sure that my audience could transfer from one channel to another. So this channel actually gained, because my audience was so big at the time, I believe we gained almost 3 million subscribers in about a year, maybe a year and a half. But it's because everyone was coming from the Minecraft channel and they're like, hey, Nathan's uploading all these crazy videos of him doing stuff in real life. We don't see Nathan in real life. We just see him in Minecraft, right? So this is like, so I started doing things that aligned with my audience. I started making crazy Lego videos. I started making videos about Hot Wheels and toys and all like trampolines, right? We have a video where I built a life-size Lego house. That video has like almost 50 million views. I turned my house into a trampoline park. That video has almost 80 million views. I was just doing very creative, unique ideas that kids would enjoy, and I was trying to make unique videos that have never been seen before. So that was kind of my idea there. And again, the idea branching that we talked about played a big role in that because I had idea branching for toys and products. So one of my ideas was basically I made tons of videos about toys and products that kids love. So RC cars, Legos, Hot Wheels, whatever it is. And then I had other branches for like challenge videos, prank videos, and all these different things that I just built out my channel with.
Can we talk more about the ideation process? I'm curious. How do you go about it? What's how long in advance are you producing? Your whole ideation process.
Yeah, I mean the ideation process goes pretty deep. I'll be honest, like we have all this stuff on our website. It's completely free courses on our Blueprint University website, and it's in the Idea Pro section. And what we talk about is I use 10 different ways to brainstorm. So 10 different blueprints. One of the ones I'll just mention here is it's called the 1 + 1 = 2 method. The reality is that I think one of the best ways to brainstorm is to take 2 of your videos or 2 of someone else's videos and mesh them together to make a third idea. And I've done that a lot. So here, I'll show you one. So we had this video that was really popular. It was called I Filled My House with Packing Peanuts, right? Really simple idea. Me and my friends bought a ton of packing peanuts and we ended up filling the house. Very simple. We also had this video that was really popular where we played hide and seek in a trampoline park. And so we basically took both of those ideas and meshed them together. And we're like, what if we turn the inside of our house into a trampoline park, just like we filled it with packing peanuts, right? So this is the video. I'm trying to load I don't know why the thumbnail is not loading right now, but I don't know. But I'll just show you the statistics on it. So it got 75 million views. Really, really good retention on this video.
Your retention's really nice.
Yeah, the revenue wasn't as crazy as the other video, so it made $500,000.
Just $500,000. Yeah,
it wasn't as crazy. Yeah, so this video was a shorter video. It was 12 minutes long. So it has 75 million. So that just for reference, like the other video that I showed had 40 million views, made 900K. This had 75 million views, made 500K. So look at the difference in watch time there. If we would have made this video 45 minutes long instead of 12 minutes long, this video probably would be at like $1.3 million in revenue. Yeah, so that's a big thing that we're focusing on now, is just like longer videos. Watch time is king. That's what it's all about when it comes to YouTube content.
And that's why we built oneof10.com, a tool that helps creators like you do the same but 100 times easier. The tool helps you find viral video ideas already working in your niche. It then analyzes the millions of outliers in the database to help you generate your titles and thumbnails that match your channel. For example, it can create thumbnails in the style of Beluga, or even create variations of thumbnails from just a title. And this works in any niche. No more wasting hours brainstorming concepts and designing on Canva. And one creator even used one of 10 to combine a viral idea with a high-performing thumbnail concept. The result? Her most viewed video ever with over 2 million views. And the best part? With code POD20 you'll get 20% off for life. So if you want to grow your channel faster, join thousands of YouTubers and head over to oneof10.com. Now back to the pod.
Interesting. So you don't want to do any more 12-minute video, 15, 18. You're going for, I guess, what is a sweet spot? I'm curious.
For us, I mean, every channel is different, but I think for us, the sweet spot is about the length of a TV show. So I would say anywhere from like 20 to 30 minutes. Oh. That's like the sweet spot. We have had very successful videos around the 40 to 45 minute mark. That's really successful. We've also, a lot of our comp movie videos are typically the length of a movie. So, 1.5 to 2.5 hours. Those are pretty successful too, but we've had a lot of failures there. We've had a lot of hits and misses. So it really depends on your audience, to be honest. It depends on and it also depends on not just your audience, but it depends on the video idea. Like, can you actually make this video 30 minutes long and it's gonna be entertaining, right? So that's what we're always focusing on. We're like, we obviously try our hardest to make the video as long as possible, but we also try to make it as entertaining as possible. I mean, if you saw that other video that had, like the trampoline video has 75, there's the thumbnail, by the way, just so you can see it. So, but this video has 75 million views. And of course, sorry, my internet is just so slow. I was trying to pull up the retention. There it is. So 75 million people watched this video. And we're sitting at almost a 50% retention on this video. 50% retention on 75 million views. For reference, for those if there's anyone listening that doesn't know a lot about just YouTube growth, the more viral your video goes, your retention is just going to drop because it's opening your video up to a wider and wider and wider audience. So the fact that 75 million people watch this video, my channel only has 20 million subscribers. Right? So this video got 4 times the amount of views that my channel subscriber has. So there's a lot of people that watch this video that have never seen our videos before, and it still got 50% retention, which is just, if you just put your head down and work, anyone can make a successful channel. Like I was failing all of my classes in school, not a very smart kid. Like, you just have to put your head down and just work. Like, it's about the grind. And the thing is like one of the beautiful things that I learned about YouTube. When I first started YouTube, I was very curious about YouTube. I was very excited about YouTube, but I wasn't necessarily in love with making YouTube videos. But over time, as I posted more and more and more videos, my passion grew deeper and deeper and deeper. And it got to a point where I eventually just got obsessed with making content. I loved it so much. So a lot of the times, it's unrealistic for you to, because a lot of people think they have to be in love with their YouTube channel or their niche or whatever it is. from day one. And I'm like, that's not how it works. Like, I didn't really like Minecraft that much, but over time, as I played it more and I made more videos on it, I fell in love with Minecraft, the game, but I also fell in love with the idea of creating a video and sharing it with an audience. And that just became, and this took about 2 years, to be honest with you. It's not like a overnight thing or next month, I love it, now I hate it. Like, it took about 2 years for me to grow like a really deep passion for making YouTube content. And then from there, once the passion was developed, I already posted, you know, almost 400 videos to my YouTube channel, but I didn't have any viral videos yet. And I kind of thought to myself, I'm like, well, why would I quit now? Why would I quit now? I've already posted 400 videos. I have like, you know, I think I have like 50,000 subscribers or something like that. I was like, let's just keep going. Like, why would I stop? You know, the train is moving.
Yeah. It's one of the industry, I think, where there's a definite correlation on time spent mixed with optimization. Over time, for sure, you will grow. Maybe after a year, maybe after 5 years. But for sure, if you keep consistently uploading and optimizing, it's the industry where for sure you'll have success at some point. Can you show again the thumbnail, the last thumbnail with 75 million views? Because I'm curious about your creative process to get to those thumbnails as well. And how much revenue, by the way, that video got?
This one is 550K. You can see it down there at the bottom.
Okay, yeah.
This thumbnail specifically is very, very simple. It's actually the first frame of the video.
Okay.
Yeah, so like when you click on the video, it's me standing there and you see that exact like area with the 2 trampolines. And I literally say, hey guys, I just turned my house into a trampoline park. And then someone jumps off and like does a backflip. Like that's the first like alignment.
How in general, what's your process from for thumbnails? Are you doing it before the video? What's the process like? And yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have a very deep like creative process that, I mean, I could talk about for hours, like in our courses. But like the main thing that we focus on is we try to be authentic with our thumbnails to make sure that it aligns with what the audience is expecting, right? And a lot of people think that retention and getting good watch time, whatever it is, has to do with the actual video itself. And it does for sure. But I think retention starts before the viewer even clicks on the video. I think the retention has to do with the video idea itself, because a viewer is gonna choose, like think about you watching like, you know, I mean before, like next time you're on YouTube, when you're scrolling around and you're looking for videos, if you click on a video, sometimes you might think like, oh, I'm just gonna click on this video and I'm just gonna skip around because I wanna find something real quick. But then another video you click on, you might be like, okay, I'm gonna actually sit down and watch this whole video because this is like from my favorite creator, or this is like a really unique idea, or like whatever it is. So we focus on being authentic with our thumbnail and title. We also focus on being realistic. One of the things we focus deeply on is trying to make a very realistic thumbnail. Not to where it looks, now our thumbnails are heavily photoshopped, but we try to make it as realistic as possible. So it doesn't look fake or AI or none of this. Like if you see the photo, you're like, oh, that looks kind of real, right? And a lot of our photos are very real. Like the thumbnail photo or the trampoline photo that I just showed you, that was a real photo. The only thing we did is we enhanced some of the colors. Like that's it. So we try to make our thumbnails as realistic as possible, and we have tons of data in Blueprint to back this up. Like just about like, you know, the less realistic your thumbnails are, the lower the CTRs, and all these different things. Our channel has so much data to prove that. And then there's a lot of other small strategies, right? There's a lot of other small strategies like how to make your thumbnail curious, right? What kind of text to put in your thumbnail to make your audience curious? What should you put in the title versus the thumbnail? Like 2 different types of words. We also focus on being different. Like let's look at everything out there that's in the market and let's try to focus on a thumbnail that's truly different than all the other creators that are making similar videos to us. So like if you're making a video reviewing the newest and greatest iPhone, cool. Every tech creator is probably taking a picture with the phone. That's lame. Try to do something different. What's something creative, unique that no one else is doing, right? So those are kind of like the basic things, to be honest with you. Like obviously it goes way more in depth than that, but I would say that's like the most basic thing that I can explain without talking for the next 2 hours.
No, for sure. And if people want to see more, where can they go?
Yeah, so our website, blueprintuniversity.com, it's just Blueprint University without the E. The reason we took out the E is because it's not for everyone. It's only for the creators that really want to succeed. All of our courses are 100% free. You don't even have to sign up. You don't even have to put your email in. Like we give away all of our information for free. I'm really on a mission to just educate creators as much as I can. So, and there's probably, 14 hours of education on there. We have everything split up into 3 difficulty levels. So you can start in the beginner section if you're a beginner, or the pro section. We have like 1,200 graphics to help you learn visually. Like it's like we spent like an insane amount of time and resources and months of my life like putting this thing together. It's really, really good.
Yeah, we've talked together. You're really passionate about educating content creators to grow.
Very.
So yeah, really bullish for people.
Yeah, it's completely free. Like we're not asked, like you don't even have to put your email in. Like we don't, like just go watch it.
Now talking about thumbnails, there's a new segment on 1 of 10 is I want to know if you can see which one is a AI thumbnail and which one is a real thumbnail. And for everyone you have right, we'll give 1 year free pro access to 1 of 10.
Oh snap! Okay, so this is like a little game, huh?
Yeah, exactly. We got 4 of them. Let's see the first one. The first one is these 3. One of these 3 is the real one, and the other is AI.
I'm probably gonna say the bottom 2.
This might have been an easy one. So okay,
Yeah.
you're correct. Those 2 are AI. Round 2. One of these 4 is real.
Jeez, which one? Man, I'm probably gonna have to go with the third one.
Okay, fair.
Yeah?
You are correct.
Really? Okay, cool, sick.
What do you think of the quality though?
Like it's not bad. I mean, definitely like there's like the second one, you can really tell it's AI. Just like the facial expressions doesn't look as real. Super like contrasty. I don't know.
Which one you were hesitating?
I was hesitant on the last one. I think that, I mean, obviously the last one is very edited, but that's like the real thumbnail from the video, right?
So those were your channels. You got it. 2 on 2. Good job. Now on a random one. So these 3.
Oh, this is gonna be rough. Which one is AI? Can you zoom in a little bit?
2 of them are AI.
Jeez, I'm gonna say number 1 and 2.
You are wrong.
Dang, really? 2 and 3?
2 and 3 are AI.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's 2 out of 3. And the last one of these 2.
One of these is AI. Dang, those look really good. I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to go with the second one.
Second one is AI. Yeah, that's what most people would say. It's actually both AI.
Oh my gosh, he got me on that one.
We'll give to the people, but yeah. But you thought this was real. Okay, interesting. Why did you think this one was more real than this one? I'm curious.
It's just the concrete looks a little fake to me. Like the cracks on it looked a little more fake. So yeah, that's why I went for that one. The first one looks very real. Like
Yeah, it looks, yeah. This one I was impressed as well.
Before getting into that, let me tell you about how the 1 of 10 strategy team can help you grow your channel much faster and make more money. Our team has directly worked with over 100 YouTubers to grow their channels by optimizing their content, focusing on the right strategies. So for example, here's a video idea, title, and thumbnail that we crafted for Mike Shake that ended up getting 22 million views and being his most popular video of all time. Another example is the content strategy we built for Callaway, helping him go from 0 to 70,000 subscribers and grow a 6-figure business on top of that. And those are only just 2 of many creators the team has worked with in the past 6 years. So if you're ready to take your channel to the next level in the next 90 days with daily support, video reviews, winning ideas, titles, and thumbnails, and even 2 calls per month to answer all your questions, head over to oneof10.com/strategy to book a call.
You have a lot going on. Basically, what's your lifetime revenue out of everything combined?
lifetime revenue, it's probably close to 100 million. I would say, like if you added everything up, but again, not 100 million. Like a lot of people, when they see like someone that makes $100 million, they think like, oh, you have $100 million in your bank account. Like No, like not even close, right? That's like revenue that came in, but that's not profit, right? Profit and revenue are two totally different things. But I can show you some of our channels real quick because I think this will be really cool. Well, I'll just show you like lifetime revenue for some of our channels. How about that?
Let's go.
So this is one of our channels. We have. You see that? Sorry, there's a glare reflection.
A nice $6.3 million. No, sorry, $8.3 million.
So that's one channel right there. Here's another one.
Which one is that one?
That is our second channel. I'll show you our main channel. And also, keep in mind that we've done, before I show you this number, we have done multiple licensing deals on this channel. So there's probably like a good, I don't know, $15 million missing. But this is our main channel.
Is that 40 billion I'm seeing? $40 million?
Yeah.
My God, just on ads.
And that's just two channels. We got two more and other.
I'm curious, how does it feel? Like, tell the viewers, how does it feel to have reached such a milestone in life?
It feels good, man. Like, it feels really good. I mean, I put in like an insane amount of work to be here. Like, when I say an insane amount of work, I mean like I work every holiday. I work Christmas. I sacrifice relationships. For work. I do things that a lot of people would think are very unhealthy. And I do think if I didn't do those things, I wouldn't be where I am today, because it does take a very strong, disciplined, hardworking mindset to achieve great things, right? Like, you gotta look at YouTube like the Olympics. Like, there's a lot of people out here like really fighting to just make the best videos possible. Like, it's no longer just like I'll be honest with you. YouTube is still very fun. It is very, very fun. But people are running real businesses on YouTube and there's a lot of guys that are way bigger than me, like with hundreds of employees. And I'm not just talking about Mr. Beast. Like, I'm talking about there's a ton of other creators that literally have like 200 employees that are not Jimmy. It's like, but it's a great space to be in. The reason it's so great is because media is leverage. When you post one video, and like I showed you earlier, when you post one video and it continues to make money for months and months and years, that is an incredible asset. It's not just a YouTube video, it's an asset that is producing you cash every single month. And think about it, I only made that video, like that one video that I showed you. I mean, we have 5,000 videos, but like that one video, I made that video 930 days ago. I haven't touched it since 930 days ago, right? Whereas if you think of a traditional business, like think of a restaurant, the second the restaurant closes for the night, they're not making money. There's no money coming in, there's none of that, right? Whereas this video is making me money while I make other videos. It's making me money while I sleep. It's making me money while I'm on vacation. It's just constantly just going. So that's why I think being a content creator is such an incredible opportunity, because you build this massive wall of just momentum. And eventually one day, when you keep working hard and just keep putting in the work and just focusing and working hard and focusing and working hard, eventually that wall of momentum is going to catch up to you. And you know, like when I remember my first YouTube check was like $156, like nothing crazy, right? But then over time, like, you know, then I'd make $1,000 and then $2,000 and then $3,000. And next thing you know, I was making $15K a month. And then I was making $70K a month. And then I was making $100K a month. And I was like, this is crazy. I'm making $100,000 a month. And then I was making $500K a month, $700K a month, $1.3 million a month. And it just kept
What's the highest month?
The highest month, so it would actually be this month, November. I think we did $1.4 million in ad revenue in November.
Wow. No, yeah, it's quite a journey. I'm curious, with all that work put in, have you ever been through a burnout phase or through a, like, you want to quit YouTube phase, or?
No, to be honest with you, no.
Why do you think you were able to escape that?
I think passion, like having a true passion for creating content. Like here's a good question to ask yourself. If I put you on an island, and there was no one on this island, and you had to live on this island for the rest of your life, and you're the only person there, would you still make YouTube videos for fun? If the answer is yes,
Sure.
like truly think about that. Like, I would still be making YouTube videos. right? Like I would. I would start a survival series, I guess, right? but if you think like, nah, I wouldn't do that. I'd probably just like fly a helicopter or go fishing or whatever, right? Like that's fine, but like I just think the true deep passion and love for producing a video was able to just push me through all the hard times. And also I had a lot of motivation too, right? Like I love cars. Cars really motivate me. People motivate me. The other thing that really motivates me is the fact that we only have one life on planet Earth, and like I want to do something big. I want to do something great. Like it would be such a shame if I get to the end of my life and I didn't chase my dreams and accomplish my goals. So that motivated me as well. So there's a lot of things that like motivated me.
What is that dream?
To be honest, my dream was, I mean, obviously my dream was to be a YouTuber, but my dream was like more so to just not live a normal, boring life and work a normal 9-to-5 job. And for some people, they love that, and that's totally okay. Like we need those people, right? Like, but it just wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. I just, I watched a lot of people around me growing up just be very depressed and very sad for certain reasons, and I was just like, I want to live such a unique, cool, fun, creative life, and I feel like YouTube was that journey because I could make videos on kind of whatever I wanted, and it was just, I don't know, it really motivated me to, when you have a drive, like a motivation, you either have a drive towards something or you have a drive away from something. So I was driven towards being successful on YouTube, but I was also driven away from not living a normal life, right? So you have a push and a pull effect. And usually people that have a push and a pull effect tend to be very successful, but it also depends on how strong the push or how strong the pull is, right? It has to be very strong, it has to be very deep, very meaningful. I mean, like I would literally get depressed thinking about working a normal job, like legit depressed. Like it would actually like make me be like, wow, I don't like, and look, I know not everyone is like me. I'm just explaining my story, my life. For sure. But yeah, I think that just really helped me get through all the hard times, and I think it made the hard times not as hard because I would rather make less money working for myself than make more money working for someone else. And I don't know. I think I was also like, just one more thing is I was also just like a really creative kid, and I think that really helped me like, like just be a YouTuber. But as a kid, I would get an RC car for my birthday, and then I would like take apart the motors and take everything out of it and then like turn it into a boat. Like I was like a little like engineer, I guess. I thought I was smart. I wasn't really doing anything too crazy, but my point is like I was very creative as a kid, and I was like, I really want to continue this creativity, and YouTube was such an incredible place to be creative, right? With all these just awesome videos. So I think all of those things combined together kind of made me just never want to quit or never go another direction. I kind of just convinced myself that I'm like, YouTube is my only path. Like legit. Yeah. Like YouTube is my only path. If I don't do YouTube, I'll probably just end up like making TVs or movies instead. I don't know how, but like, and so yeah, but no, I never really got burnt out. Was there times that I was stressed and tired? And yeah, of course, I was stressed and tired about a lot of things. And even today, I'm stressed and tired about many things, but it's not really burnout. I think burnout comes from honestly like having a lack of options and just being like I don't know what to do, and you just kind of get burnt out. Whereas there is people to help you, there is directions to take, there's courses to watch, there's books to read. Like you can find a way.
And also, I think a smart thing you did was delegating at a good time as well. So then you didn't burn out putting all that time.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah, I do think that really helped, like, bringing people on and editing. But again, you got to make money to pay editors, right? Like, so I had to build the channel up to a point where I was making, $20,000, $30,000 a month, so I could actually pay an editor, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month, and then still have some money to invest in the videos, but also still have some money to live and buy food and, pay for my car insurance and all those things.
I have two quick last questions.
Sure.
So, number one is, what was your biggest mistake that cost you the most, and what was the learning out of it?
I would say my biggest mistake that cost me the most is thinking too much like other creators. A lot of the times we see other creators get successful for certain things, and we tend to copy or go down their path. When in reality, two chefs can't make the same cookbook, right? So like, it's just one of those things where you can take inspiration and stuff from other creators, but you do have to develop your own path, right? So a lot of creators, when you start as a cook, right? You're following someone else's recipe. You're following their inspiration. And this is exactly what I did. When I started my YouTube channel, I was a cook, and I was just literally just copying other people's videos because I didn't know what else to do. I was like, I'm gonna take inspiration from that thumbnail. I'm gonna take inspiration from that intro. I'm gonna play that same game that guy played. I was just taking stuff from, I was a cook, right? Think about it when you're playing a musical instrument, right? You start by playing other people's music. Over time, as you get good, you begin to get creative. You begin to see things. You begin to just like visually just see things better. And you evolve from a cook following someone else's recipe to a chef where you start designing your own recipes. And that's when you start becoming a true creator. And this took me probably a couple of years to do, like 3 to 4 years. This is not like a 1 month process. Like this is like, everyone's different. Some people might be able to do it in a year. Some people might be able to do it in 6 months. I've seen some creators do it in 2 months, right? Everyone's different. But for me, it took me 3 years to actually transition from, a cook following inspiration from recipes and into a chef, right? But one of the biggest lessons I learned out of that is that like you tend to follow other people's footsteps, and their footsteps are not necessarily correct for you. So like a great example of this is like, I started investing an insane amount of money into my videos, an insane amount of money. Like I'm talking like there was videos that I was producing that cost like $200,000 to produce like one video, right? And the reason I was doing that is because other people in the space were investing an insane amount of money into their videos. And I was like, okay, the only way I can keep up is I gotta like invest all my money into my videos. So I started doing that, and I couldn't keep up. But what happened is the videos that I spent more money on performed worse than the videos that I spent like $5,000 on, right? So what I learned from that lesson is obviously the first part of that lesson I learned, the transitioning from a cook to a chef. But the second part of that lesson that I learned is that spending more money on a video does not necessarily mean you're going to be a better creator or you're going to make a better video. More money does not mean a better video. And here's the lesson. I've never seen a creator fail because they didn't have a good enough camera. I'm just being honest.
Right.
I've never seen that, right? So there's ways to make it work. Just like I explained in the beginning of my story with my laptop. I got this laptop and I tried to film videos with it, and I couldn't film videos with it. Like every time I hit the record button, and I tried 4 different recording softwares, every time I hit the record button, the literally laptop would freeze, the game would crash. So what did I do? I decided to downgrade the entire operating system of the laptop to get a higher like CPU, GPU rate or whatever, right? And it took me a long time to figure this out, but there's always a way. There's always a way. I got a good friend, his name is Carter, and he has almost 10 million, or he actually has over 10 million subscribers. He films every single video on an iPhone, right? One of the most powerful cameras you have is in your pocket. I truly think there's no excuse to be a creator. I think a lot of people just don't want to put in the work, right? They see how many videos I posted, they see how much work it takes to make a YouTube video, and they're just not built for it. And that's okay, not everyone's built for it, right? Like not everyone is built for it, but you could still, and this is the great thing about being a creator, is you could still get into the space, put your best foot forward, work as hard as you can, and the skill sets that you get from becoming a creator are incredible, right? You learn how to story tell. You learn how to get people to click on your video, which is marketing. You learn how to edit your video. You learn how to film a video. There's all of these skills that you learn that are just incredible. And maybe you might not become a successful YouTuber with 1 million subscribers. But what if you go down this journey of being a YouTuber and you figure out that you actually love editing, and then it transitions you to start editing movies? there's so many things that this could branch off of that you just can't see yet. Like Steve Jobs said it best. He said, connect the dots looking backwards, not forwards, right? So it's like, what are all the possible ways that you could go in this creator journey? So I always, like, if anyone's interested in YouTube, I always encourage them to do YouTube, because yes, you might not be a successful creator with 10 million subscribers, but it might transition you to something else. You might start writing books, right? You might start a newspaper. You might edit movies. You might film stuff for the NFL. Like, who knows? Like, who knows where it could lead, right? Because there's so many incredible skills that YouTube and content creation can teach you. So I know I ranted there, but that's my out message. That's it.
That was a good way to end it. That was perfect. And if people want to see more, they can go on.
I mean, obviously, like, my main entertainment channel is called Unspeakable, but I know most people watching this podcast probably don't want to watch, our videos because they're more for a younger audience. But we have a YouTube channel. It's called, if you search like Nathan Blueprint, it should pop up. My Instagram is called Unspeakable. I post a bunch of education videos on there. And then our website, Blueprint University, without the E, Blueprint without the E. That's pretty much where all of our free courses are. You can go get educated there. It's really, really good. Like, I highly encourage people to check that out. I mean, it's one of the best things we can give you.
There you go. Well, Nathan, thanks for coming on the 1 of 10 pod. That was awesome.
Thank you so much for having me, man. This was a good time.